All right, welcome to Reading Workshop. If you are watching this, that means you missed our live session. So if you were live with me for Reading Workshop, then you do not need to worry about this video. Okay, so we're still working on this 100-book challenge here. And our goal while we work on this, our target, is we are learning to ask and answer questions and make connections to show that we understand a text. Right? So when we look at the scale, that helps us all think about ourselves. So it would help Miss Hazel think about Miss Hazel, Jose think about Jose. You get it. Then you want to be able to say that I can ask and answer questions as well as make connections to show that I understand a text. So we can all ask questions and we can all ask and answer questions. So we really are getting to this point where we're trying to climb the ladder to get to 3 if we have not already. Now, today you might not be able to work on making connections as well. That's okay, because today we're working on informational text. So when I say that we're working on informational text, what does that mean? What is an informational text? Yeah, so an informational text is just a text that teaches us about something or someone, right? It gives you information. The key is gives you information. So, right, the key is in its name, right? Information in its title. Perfect. All right. So, I'm going to read just a little bit to you. All right, I'm on ARC Bookshelf. I went to 2R, and this is a book about predators. And I know it's an informational text because it is teaching me about something, right? If I had clicked on this, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, it's a retelling of Aesop's fable. Well, I know that this is a story, right? This is a fiction book. It's not an informational book. I'm not going to get information about something. I might learn a lesson from it, but not information, right? So we look for things that are going to teach us about something. Like I could have done killer whales, elephants, leopards. In this case, I'm doing predators because it reminds me of our work with dinosaurs from last week. All right. Predators. Here, let me move this. Okay. We're just going to read a little bit of it for now. All animals need food to stay alive. Animals that hunt other animals are called predators. Predators use special skills to catch other animals. Predators that hunt alone. Tigers hunt alone. Tigers creep up on animals they want to catch. Sharks also hunt alone. They hear, smell, see, or feel when an animal they want to eat is near. Then they swim fast and catch it. Now, the reason why I keep going is because as I'm reading this, both these pages, I was asking myself questions in my brain. So I'm going to model that for you. All animals need food to stay alive. Animals that hunt other animals are called predators. Predators use special skills to catch other animals. Okay, so what I'm going to ask myself right now, all right, so what was this page about? So I'm writing down now questions to help make sure we understand the informational text. Right now, this question is, what was this part of the text about? So what was this part of the text about? Yeah, it was about predators, right? It was about telling us what predators are. They're animals that hunt other animals. Okay, and this, what was this text about? Two specific and very famous predators, a tiger and a shark. Okay, so that's a question I could ask. Now, another question, so I can dive a little deeper. What details did the text teach me here? Or what details did I learn from the text? So a detail is something that helps you go a little deeper, right? So something that helped me go deeper is that sharks hear, smell, see, or feel when an animal they want to eat is near. So they use a lot of their senses. So like an example would be, sharks use many senses to hunt for their food. Okay? Let's practice that on the next page. Predators that hunt in groups. Wolves hunt in groups. Those groups are called packs. Wolves work together to catch the animals they eat. Lions also hunt in groups. The lions surround an animal. They make it hard for the animal to get away. So, okay, I can ask myself the first question as always. What was this part of the text about? Animals that hunt in groups. And what details did I learn? So digging a little deeper, animals that hunt in groups, because if you told me I learned about animals that hunt in groups, the first thing I'd probably ask you is, oh, what animals hunt in groups? We learned that lions and wolves hunt in groups. And you could even say a group of wolves is called a pack. So a lot of times these details are also facts. So you could say, what details, facts did I learn from the text? All right. So these two questions, what was this part of the text about? And what details or facts did I learn from the text? Those are my favorite two questions to help me really think, am I understanding what I'm reading? And what can I do if I don't understand what I'm reading? I could reread, right? I could go back, maybe I could ask for help. Or maybe that's a sign for me if when I keep going, if I skip the page for now and try to read another and I don't get that, then I don't get the next page. That's probably a sign that maybe I'm not ready for this text yet. Okay? And that happens, right? We're all working on growing our brains. And yeah, so you are going to read now for 25 minutes, right? We're building up to that 30 minutes of reading. So I'm going to ask you to read an informational text first. Okay, so you're going to read an informational text, right? So a text that teaches you about something. So you can select either from books you have at home or on our bookshelf. So you're going to read an informational text. That's called your dinner reading. Now, your dessert reading, if you finish your dinner, is you can read whatever you would like. But when we come all back together, you're going to have to share about your informational text. So you have to read your dinner before you read your dessert. That's why I call it dinner reading and dessert reading. Okay? And we are going to do the same thing tomorrow. So if you don't get to your dessert today, you will tomorrow. Okay? What's most important today is that you read an informational text and practice asking these questions to help you make sure that you understood what you were reading. All right, get to work, readers.